K-pop artist debuts, they enter a world of both possibility and peril. SSerafim emerged in 2022 with eyes everywhere. Their story reveals the fragility behind the spotlight, but also how strength can grow from being tested. They made history on September 10th, 2025 by becoming the first K-pop girl group and the second K-pop act ever to perform on America's Got Talent. Today, they are no longer just that new girl group. They are a test case for how much a group can suffer controversy and still rise. In the early 2020s, as K-pop entered a new era of global dominance, a new project began to form within the walls of HYBE Corporation, the same company that had reshaped the global music industry through BTS. But this time, the focus was different. The goal was to build a female powerhouse, one that could embody both artistry and athleticism, beauty and resilience, confidence and vulnerability, all within a changing global landscape of feminism, fame, and identity. This is where SSerafim came in. Behind the scenes, the project was a collaboration between HYBE and its subsidiary Source Music, the label once known for G-Friend. After G-Friend's sudden disbandment in 2021, many fans questioned Source Music's direction. SSerafim would be their rebirth. The group's name,
SSerafim,
an anagram of immediately broadcast their intended identity: bold, unapologetic, unbroken. That name would become both a promise and a test.
We're gonna go our own way. We're starting our journey now, and no matter what challenges we face, we're gonna overcome them.
At its core, there were 6 members from across Asia: Garam, Sakura, Chaewon, Yunjin, Kazuha, and Hong Eunchae. Sakura, Miyawaki, once a member of the Japanese idol giant HKT48, had already experienced nearly a decade of fame. When she joined SSerafim, she brought not only her following, but an understanding of the cost of survival in the idol world. Chaewon began to transform into the group's disciplined leader. Sakura and Chaewon were also famed through HYBE, the temporary group formed through the hit survival show Produce 48. Kazuha, a trained ballerina from the Netherlands, represented HYBE's commitment to global artistry. She had never trained in the K-pop system before, yet her grace, strength, and poise made her an instant standout. Yunjin, an American-Korean with a background in opera, had once been a contestant on Produce 48 as well, known for her vocal power and emotional depth. Hong Eunchae, the youngest, symbolized the group's future: raw talent, eagerness, and light amidst the group's fierce edge. And then there was Garam, a rising trainee with early promise who would soon find herself at the center of controversy, which we will come to shortly. Upon debuting on May 2nd, 2022, their mini-album Fearless made the industry take notice. Their sound blended bass-driven minimalism with controlled confidence, marking a sharp contrast to the brighter, almost bubblegum-like aesthetics that had dominated the previous era of girl groups. HYBE's involvement meant global attention from day one, and with that came pressure that few groups had ever faced so early. For most groups, the first months after debut are sort of like a honeymoon, a time to build momentum, appear on music shows, and cement their image with fans. But for SSerafim, that calm never came. Just days after their debut in May 2022, headlines began to circulate across Korean and international media. Allegations surfaced against Garam. The accusations centered on claims of school bullying and inappropriate behavior, though unverified at the time, ignited an immediate storm on social media. HYBE and Source Music initially responded with firm denials, calling the claims distorted and false. They promised legal action against those spreading misinformation. But the tide of public opinion had already begun to turn. In South Korea's tightly monitored idol culture, where personal history is dissected and morality is currency, the perception of guilt can be as damaging as guilt itself. Within weeks, Garam was placed on temporary hiatus, and the group continued promotions as a 5-member group. In July 2022, HYBE and Source Music officially terminated Garam's contract. Their statement was brief, confirming her departure and expressing commitment to supporting the remaining members.
Then in October 2022, the group released their second mini-album. The title alone felt like a declaration, a direct answer to everything that had happened. The group no longer sang about being unshaken. They sang about being strengthened by adversity. Critics praised the group's ability to transform public doubt into narrative power. Billboard described Anti-Fragile as a statement of identity, one that reframed the meaning of vulnerability in K-pop. Commercially, it worked. Within weeks of its release, Anti-Fragile sold over 500,000 copies, becoming one of the best-selling albums by a fourth-generation girl group. The single charted internationally, and the group's streaming numbers surged across platforms. The mini-album debuted at the top of multiple charts in South Korea and Japan, and soon after, Anti-Fragile became their first entry on the Billboard 200, marking a turning point for the group's global reach. This resilience became the group's foundation, and their message evolved. Fearlessness is not the absence of fear. It is the act of standing tall when the world tries to bring you down.
Performance-wise, we all have a different vibe, I guess. Depending on who stands in the center, I think the mood of the performance changes.
By late 2022, SSerafim had become one of the most closely watched girl groups in the world. As their global presence expanded, interviews and behind-the-scenes documentaries revealed the human side of that journey. The relentless rehearsals, the emotional exhaustion, and the quiet unity that grew between the 5 members.
Thankfully, we have such a good team and environment that lets us try things out and help us foster more skills to take on more genres.
Their 2023 comeback with continued the evolution, a declaration that they were not seeking forgiveness from a world that once questioned them.
Oh, I don't care to shut it down.
They expanded into the Japanese market, releasing Japanese versions and original Japanese tracks. The group also embarked on their first Asia concert tour, the Flame Rises Tour, from August to October 2023. Across 11 shows in 6 cities, the tour grossed approximately $7.9 million. It ranked among the top 10 highest-grossing K-pop tours in Asia in 2023. Despite the success, domestic and international critics observed tension. Some complained that live performances showed strain under ambitious choreography. Others questioned whether the group's vocal skills matched the performance demands. But through it all, SSerafim became a symbol of postmodern K-pop. Polished but human, tough but vulnerable. In just 1 year, they had traveled from scandal to spotlight. By 2024, SSerafim was no longer just a South Korean girl group. They were a global phenomenon. Their third EP, released on February 19, 2024, and debuted at number 8 on the US Billboard 200, making SSerafim the fastest K-pop girl group to earn 2 top 10 entries on that chart. The title track, Easy, also marked the group's first entry on the US Billboard Hot 100, debuting at number 99. It placed SSerafim in a small club of K-pop girl groups who have charted there. In Japan, Easy reportedly sold over 100,000 copies in its first week, marking a record for SSerafim among foreign acts. It even topped Japan's Oricon weekly album ranking chart. Also in 2024, they made their first Coachella performance, marking a symbolic bridge between East and West. On the global festival stage, a crowd unfamiliar with Korean lyrics was mesmerized by the group's presence, energy, and precision. Critics debated their live performance, but one truth was undeniable. SSerafim had arrived on the world stage. Beyond music, the group influenced global fashion and visual culture. Each comeback era was paired with a carefully curated aesthetic, from sharp military-inspired ensembles in Unforgiven to minimalist, futuristic outfits in Easy. The group's styling reflected confidence, rebellion, and sophistication. Fashion magazines worldwide, from Vogue to W Magazine, featured their editorials, highlighting the group as a bridge between Asian and Western pop culture aesthetics. Their social media strategy also contributed to their global reach. Instead of relying solely on traditional promotions, SSerafim shared behind-the-scenes content, interactive challenges, and multilingual engagement. This allowed fans worldwide, from South America to Europe, to participate in their journey, building a community that was simultaneously local and global. SSerafim has also become a symbol of resilience for young women and global fans. Interviews frequently highlighted their personal growth, the experience of adversity, public criticism, and eventual reclamation of narrative.
We went to Times Square. There was an ad. It was like in the middle of Times Square, and it was us on the LED, and it was absolutely crazy to see that.
Many fans saw their story as a model for navigating challenges in their own lives. This message of strength through struggle resonated beyond the confines of K-pop fandom. The group also started incorporating multicultural artistry into their performances. By mid-2024, their streaming numbers were staggering. On Spotify and Apple Music, Anti-Fragile and Easy amassed millions of streams globally. Their videos on YouTube consistently surpassed tens of millions of views, demonstrating not just fandom loyalty, but broad international support. Their fourth EP, Crazy, received positive reviews for its innovative approach and musical depth. David Crone of AllMusic described the album as a notably more foot-forward release than the group's past works. The EP achieved significant commercial success, entering the top 10 of the Billboard 200 chart, marking SSerafim's third consecutive album to do so after Unforgiven and Easy. The title track, Crazy, gained international attention, debuting on the Billboard Hot 100 and became a viral hit. The group even performed Crazy and 1-800 Hot 'n Fun at the 2024 MTV Video Music Awards pre-show, further solidifying their global presence. By 2025, with their fifth EP, Hot, and the launch of the Easy Crazy Hot Tour, the group showed they really were competing on a truly global stage. They topped multiple Billboard charts, including #1 on top album sales and world albums. Their title track entered digital sales charts at #1. Their world tour took them to North America and multiple global stages. Audiences saw more confidence in live vocals, clearer stage presence. In reviews, such as in San Francisco, the critics noted improvement in synchronization, energy, and overall performance polish. Some earlier criticisms were still whispered, but they no longer defined headlines. Their fan base played a central role in every comeback. Fear not, fans of SSerafim have become not only promoters, but defenders. When controversies emerge, many fans have organized to separate unfair critique from constructive criticism. Social media campaigns emphasized improvement over perfection, vulnerability over silence. The group's interviews, such as in Teen Vogue, reinforce that message. They do not claim to be fearless, in fact, but in pursuit. Being fearless is a journey, not a destination. As they prepare for new releases, including the upcoming single Spaghetti in October 2025, the group remains a living example of growth under scrutiny. Their story is no longer about controversy or criticism. It is about courage and creativity they've shown, and the relentless pursuit of identity they have been so open about. They did not erase their missteps, they just improved. They did not promise perfection, they just redefined what it means to be successful. In a world where idols are often judged by flawless veneer, SSerafim asserts that fearlessness is not absence of fear, but persistence in spite of it. Their journey seems to be far from over, but if their past years have proven anything, they are no longer defined by storms. They are showing us all the humanity it takes to survive them.